Hello, I hope it's all doing right. Now, before I start, I know I'm mostly a gaming channel, but I've been noticing that a few of my subscribers and a few comments have been saying what I use for my thumbnails and stuff like that. So I've decided to make a little series where maybe I upload one video a week on how to make thumbnails, what I used to record, what I used to edit and stuff like that. So if this video gets plenty of support, loads of likes and comments, then I'll start making more videos on this, and I'll start the series of one video a week on this. So remember, hit that like button and comment down below if you want to see more videos like this. I'm going to show you one quick guide on how to create a thumbnail for YouTube channels or videos for free. It's nice and simple. We're going to be using Pixlr. It's a good starting beginner tool. So all you have to do is type in Pixlr into Google, choose the first link, and then when this comes up you want to press the arrows down here and it'll bring up this option here. We're going to launch this one since the Express one's a bit more layered, and I don't know if you've got to pay for it, but I always use this one when I'm doing custom thumbnails. So launch the app and then you'll get this option here. Choose create a new image. Now here make sure you change it to 1280 or 1280, and this one is 720p. You can name it whatever you want, doesn't matter. And I always press transparency. It doesn't really make a difference, but all it does is makes the background clear rather than white. So as you can see here, it's got squares instead of being white. And when this is open here, you've got a few different things. It might be a bit overwhelming. We don't need all these here for the start. This is the layers, but I'll start telling you a bit more about it now. We can close this down. You can move all this, don't worry. So if you want to move this down and spread this, because sometimes when you get a few more layers, it starts getting a bit clunky here. So to start with, you want to go onto Google and type in sunburst. Lovely. And this is the few different sunburst options that we've got here. So you scroll through, you find one that you like. You want to try and find one that's about 1280 by 720. So in fact you can type that in if you like. 720, and now it'll show you all of them that are 1280. Just pick one that you like. I quite like, we'll go with the first one. That one looks best actually. Then you right click, save image as, and then whatever you want to save it as. I personally save it under pictures because it's the best place to look for them and find them. You can't save the desktop if you want to work from your desktop, but mine's just a bit overflowed at the minute, so I'm going to save mine in pictures. Press save, and if it pops up down here, that's fine. You can close that down now. Now we need to go back on a Pixlr and press file, open, and then we need to go down to where we got it from, which is this one here. We need to left click on it. Remember, if you saved it in desktop, it'll be in desktop. Mine's saved in picture though. Left click on it, open, press Ctrl A and Ctrl C, and then left click back onto the border or canvas that we're using. Left click onto it and then press Ctrl V. So once again, Ctrl A on the other canvas, Ctrl C, and then move this out of the way, left click on the other canvas and press Ctrl V, and then this will show up here. Now as you can see, it's a perfect fit because we went with 1280 by 720. In case yours isn't that, what you want to do is press edit, free transformation, and then you can move this around like so. Make sure you hold shift, make it smaller, bigger, whatever you need to get it to fit the canvas. And then yes, apply the changes. Next you want to go back onto, well, to start with you can change a load of different things here. If it's too bright for you, feel free to make it a bit darker, a bit brighter. You can change the contrast as well. There we go, that's hurting my eyes, so we'll leave it back there. You can put it bright, dark, but we'll just leave it as it is. and then you want to go back onto Google and type in, let's just say funny face ping. Always make sure it's got PNG on if when you're using the image. The background doesn't have to have ping on, but the image does that you want to use. You've got all these here. As long as the ping, it's alright. So when you left click on them, as long as it's got this here behind it, that's absolutely fine and you can use it. See if you want this image, do the same again. Save image as, under pictures. We'll do under pictures again and we'll wait for this to disappear. Thanks for that, buddy, and hello, welcome to the video. Then save it and then go back onto that file, open image, and then we'll choose crazy face. And then you want to press Control A, Control C, and now when you paste this, you'll notice that it only does the face and not anything else. But obviously this one's huge, so what we want to do is free transformation, and then you want to hold Shift as you drag, because as you can see, it doesn't lopside it stays perfect size. Whereas if you do it like that, it will move like that, and it'll just go all weird and it won't look right. So what you want to do is Shift and then left click and drag like that, and you can make it smaller. You can rotate like that so it looks like he's firing up into the air. Move him over there and plop him there. And if you want to have, let's say, a different outer glow, like this is already got good, it's got a black outer glow which is really nice, but some don't come with it. So what you want to do is left click on this layer here, which is the guy that we've got this layer and this layer. You want to left click on here, move down to here and press this one here, layer styles, and then this option here will show up. You can either add drop shadow, which is alright to do. You can move the shadow around so it looks like he's got the sun shining on him. Personally, I don't really mess around that much with it. I usually do the outer glow, which you can do now. Let's say you want to do that, and how you can see a little blue overlay. You put the hardness to full, and then the size of it here, you can drag this, and as you can see, the blue goes a lot bigger. But let's say you want a white, you'd press on color, drag it up to the top, press OK, and now it's got a white outline. Then press OK. Let's say you don't want them looking like that, you want them to look a little bit down or more. Edit, free transformation, move to this, so you see this arrow, not that one, you want to be this one, and you can move them a little bit more like that. And press change, yes. And then let's go back to Google and go beam ping. We'll do this one here. So file, save as, save, go back onto here. Nope. If you ever don't want to keep anything, you can untick it like this. If you just click the layer, it makes any of them disappear. So if you just want to get rid of them, whereas you don't want to delete it, you can do that. And then you look for the image again. Beam, Control A, Control C, and Control V, edit, free transformation, and this one looks a lot better. We'll apply that, and then we'll go, well, we could leave that like that, and now it looks like you're shooting a beam. Same again if you do want to add the outer glow. We could leave another blue, make it look a little bit better, a little bit wider. The size you can mess around with, so if you want to add another layer like that, and then there we are. Obviously you don't have to use blue, but I think blue looks quite good with it, since most of it is light blue, dark blue, and it goes darker blue on the way out. And then another website which I use, which is really good and free as well, is we'll open a new tab here, Google, and then use cool text, and then cool text generator. Now a lot of the guides out there teach you how to add the text in, whereas this one here I think looks much better. I usually use Epic Stone. Have a mess around, use whichever one you want, and then we'll change it to Epic Thumbnail, and then you press logo. I usually go with maybe in yellowy orange, it usually looks nice. I know you're thinking that doesn't look very good. You go back to logo, outer gradual, change it to frost black, and now you'll see that it sticks out a lot more. Now if you still want the borderline to be even darker, logo, overlay pattern, and then choose one of the really dark ones, whereas this one you'll see a bit of a change now, how it looks much darker and the Epic Thumbnail stands out. So what you want to do is right click, save image. Now this is already set to peng, so you don't have to worry about that, so the background will always be see-through. You'll save it, head back to this here, open image, and find it in here. There we are, Epic Thumbnail. There's a few different things you can do here. If you don't want them to be side by side, what you can do is, this is a cool thing here, left click, drag, make sure you get all of the Epic, so it's like that, left click onto this here, which is crop, and then when it says apply change, press yes, then Control A, Control C, then Control V, edit, free transformation. Remember to hold shift when you move these, so it makes it and keeps it in the ratio. Then put Epic, and we'll see it, put it there, and then do file, open image, open the same image, and then you want to do the same with thumbnail, so that's left click, crop like that, all of the thumbnail you want to get in. Now if it's not doing this, what you want to do is make sure you've left clicked this option here, so it is the crop, and then you want to drag like that, and then once you've done that, make sure you left click that and it'll crop out the Epic bit and keep the thumbnail. Control A, Control C, then Control V, edit, free transformation, maybe make it like this, drag it the way you want it, a little bit bigger, and left click. Let's say we want Epic to be on top of it, you want to left click on the layer that's Epic. Remember, you can go through layers, left click onto this, and if you choose this option here, rather than doing the free transformation, you can move it wherever you want it. Then Epic Thumbnail, like so, and there we are. You can choose whatever you want, but let's say you got a one that you want which is, I don't know, isn't peng, for instance this Discord profile here. Now this could take a little while to do. You want to open, Control A, Control C, Control V, edit, free transformation, make it really large, and if it's doing that where it's underneath, all you have to do is this layer here, drag to the top and it'll go above the thumb. If we drag it down, it'll hide behind it. Drag it up, it'll be above it. Press on the rubber and start to cut out like this. You can rub out all of this, and that's how you can make any image that you want peng. It does take a steady hand, but it is doable. I'll get rid of this and I'll show you what it can look like here. We'll delete layer. Remember, you can delete it, or you can just press the arrow and it gets rid of it. You don't have to delete it if you don't want to. Whereas I'm going to delete this to stop it from getting a bit more messy, and we'll get rid of a layer. And once you've started to rub it all out, it will look like this. There we are. Completely cut out all the purple. You do have to just, you can take as long as you want with it. It's entirely up to you. You can have your logo at the top left without the border around it. That's entirely up to you. I think what I'm going to do though, just to show at any point, if you want to change it, let's say this isn't looking good, I don't want this, I want it to be more purple. You want to go back to sunburst. We'll do this one here. Then Control A, Control C, and now we know what you're thinking. There we are, voila, and it goes straight underneath, perfect fit. And it's long as it's at the bottom above this layer here. Remember, if it's all the way up here, your full photo is going to be like, oh my god, where's it gone? you don't need to worry. You just need to go onto the left, drag it all the way down, put it above layer 2, which is your pattern here, and you can change the full background. You don't want that, that's fine, tick that, and it'll go back to this one here. So as you can see, you don't have to worry, you can always change whatever you don't like. If you want to update it, change it, anything like that, you can always change the background, so you don't have to worry about that. Once you're happy with the image, you want to press File, Save. You want to drag this quality all the way up to 100%, and press OK. And then you can save it as whatever you want on there. It'll say untitled if you didn't name it, but you can always name it here. That's why I don't really mind about naming it. I always put numbers in and then fun, because as you can see, it's trash. There's loads of stuff here. And I always like it at the top when I've created a thumbnail. So what you do is you press save, and that's saved. All you have to do